Guys, doing another weekly outlook. So today is Monday, the 21st of November. So coming into the final week and a half of November. So before I jump into charts, a few things I want to cover. Guys, keep in mind this Thursday in the US is Thanksgiving. Okay, so that is a bank holiday. So I expect that the New York session should be pretty quiet. Okay, London should move as per usual. But New York should see very little, mostly sideways movement. Okay, not always the case, but most likely. However, know that last year, London and New York were fairly quiet on Thanksgiving. And then Asia, as soon as we went into like the Asia session, it popped off. Okay, so keep that in mind. But yeah, just if you see, a slowdown in movement and volatility on Thursday, that is why. All right, so take the day off, guys, on Thursday. Trade London if you want to. I will be, but then New York, spend it with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and make sure you get that nice Thanksgiving feast in. All right, so looking at the news for this week, a lot of news. However, there's really only one or two things you need to be aware of. Main thing being obviously Thursday, like I mentioned, but then on Wednesday we do have FOMC minutes coming out of the US at 1 p.m. Central. That usually brings a lot of manipulation and wicking as we lead into it. Okay, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, there's really not much else here you need to be worried about. None of this should really cause much manipulation or anything like that. It's really just the FOMC minutes. And then, like I said, on Thursday, just be aware that it is a holiday on Thursday. All right. A lot of people have asked me, is Friday, because it's Black Friday, is it a holiday? It is not a federal holiday. All right. So markets, banks, everything's as per usual. Okay, guys. Have a look at the charts. All right. So let's have a look. So last week, where were we at? So last week, I shared a few setups that have since played out. USD Swiss was looking for buys down here, ended up breaking higher. I personally didn't take anything here. I just didn't like the actual price action. I wanted a little bit more, and actually ended up playing out really, really nice. Now I'm actually looking at USD Swiss. Again, I posted this, I think it was Thursday or Friday. I posted look for buys from here. This actually was beautiful, beautiful price action. When price was here, I said look for another tap, and boom, came down, gave a really, really nice entry here. From here, you would be around 70 or so pips in profit, looking for this to break higher. Now, I do think this will actually move higher from here, okay? So what I'm looking for is a pullback into this 0.95 sort of 500 region. Come down, test structure again. If I can get this on like the 1 hour, I will definitely be looking for an entry off of this level, with the first target being somewhere around that 0.97 thousand region. So if I was looking for a possible buy from here, something like this, I'd be looking for a buy from here up into 0.97 thousand, 0.96800. So that's a nice little 4.7, almost a 1 to 5. And then here as well, this would be almost a 1 to 6. That's like, just between those two, that's two trades, could be an easy 10%. If you have a 400K funded account, that's 40 grand, boom, easy money, right? All you guys have to do is just follow the updates and look for the price action. All right, so that's what we're looking for there. Like I said, I am favoring a move higher overall. Go to the daily here. Daily, like the overall trend here is still bullish. Okay, like we've kind of gone sideways, really since kind of like May, June, kind of just gone up and down, really just kind of ranging. But overall, we're still very, very bullish. Nice daily double bottom printing here at 0.94 thousand, a good indication of that move higher, along with DXY as well. DXY breaking above that 107 level. Remember last week I was talking about it printing at 106. And then it failed to break that. Boom. Broke above 107. So really what I'm looking for now is hopefully we can get a pullback into this level here and then get a nice retest to go higher. Otherwise, what's going to happen is this is going to end up respecting this 108, 200 region here for a move lower, right? We can see there's a lot of structure here by looking left. This 108, 200 region. If this does end up respecting, we could see a move lower, which would mean that USD Swiss will probably go lower. However, the dollar is still bullish, guys. I know we've had a bit of a pullback the last, say, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but it's still very, very, very bullish. Look at the weekly here. Still very, very bullish, okay? So I'm still undecided on the dollar right now, but it all depends on where this goes. Is it going to push up and then retest and go lower? Is it going to break higher, or is it going to come back down to here and then push up from here, okay? So it's just a waiting game right now to figure out what the dollar is doing, but we'll see what we get. In the mentorship program, nice trades running right now. We have CAD JPY running around 110, 115 pips. That sell position I shared at the very, very, very beginning of the month. I wasn't able to catch this because I was asleep. This was at like midnight, but quite a few students did. That ended up reaching almost 500 pips. Well, actually, it reached 510. With most of profit would have been closed around here, but there's about 25-30% running, which even then, that's a total of around 6 to 7% on this one trade. It ended up being a 1 to 16, but it ended up being around 6 to 7% on this one trade. But right now, we're up around 3 and a bit percent on this. We took a sell position here today on CAD JPY, hedge position, ended up being a break even. So no win, no loss. And then our buy ended up pushing higher. So hopefully we can see it move higher overall on that. On the other pairs, EA was looking for a sell from here. I posted today in the public Discord, I was looking for a sell. I personally didn't like the price action enough to take a position. Was waiting for a little bit more. So what I am looking for is, if it can do it, I'm looking for something like this on like the 30-minute or the 1 hour. I'll pull up into 1.55, sort of 200, 500 region with a nice sell here. This is by no means gone. All right, let price line up, guys. Never chase. Otherwise, what could happen is this could just be coming back down into this region to retest 1.54, 500 to do this. Okay, so again, just kind of waiting right now, just waiting for this to see, is this going to pull back up and do this, or is that going to break higher? I do favor a move lower on this overall, but we'll see what we get. Okay, we will see what we get. I'm still waiting. I know a few of you jumped in and messaged me. Like I said, I'm personally still waiting. If I had gotten a bit more price action here, I would have, but otherwise, yeah, I'm not super convinced as of yet. So I'm just kind of holding off for a little bit more price action. AUD CAD, I'm actually looking for buys from this level. All right, so last week I was looking for a move down from this level, which ended up playing out. Really, really nice sell setup here. Right, ended up doing around 70 pips. Around 70 pips, almost a 1 to 3. But I am actually favoring a move higher if I can get a bit more price action. So what I'm looking for here is really something like this on like the 1 hour if I can. If I can get this like the 30-minute or the 1 hour, I'll be looking for a possible buy. Otherwise, guys, what I'm looking for is if it pulls back down, we end up breaking this level, I'm looking for a break, retest of this 0.88800 level for a move lower. All right, but if this does end up breaking and moving lower, I'll let you guys know. Mentorship students, you guys know what to look for. But otherwise, that is what I'm looking for right now, is that possible buy setup. USD Swiss, I covered. That's lining up. This could definitely be something to look for doing Asia tonight or going into London session tomorrow. Euro JPY, buy setup that I talked about last week played out. This thing has done some nice moves here. A nice little 1 to 4.3 almost for about 175 pips. Was looking for a sell here today. However, it didn't really give anything I liked, so I stayed out. Now what I'm looking for is a pullback into this 145 sort of region to retest, to then take this higher up into 146, 146.5-ish, which would be a nice buy position. But for now, more price action needed. Again, guys, there's always two sides to every setup. There's the buy setup and there's the sell setup. All it is for us is we just have to wait for price to show us what it's doing. So if this wasn't to line up, then we could see something like this to come into next week or later this week or even next week. Or late in the week, I guess I should say, if I want to take this down to 144. So either way, we have setups pending, okay? Right now, this is definitely what I favor. Okay, I do see more JPY pairs. Overall, JPY pairs seem to be going higher. But of course, things can change throughout the week and, you know, as news scrolls out and everything like that. Last pair I want to cover is AUD USD. So honestly, I'm not really interested in this pair right now. I took a buy here last week with a buy running from down here. Like I mentioned, it was a risk-free buy. This ended up rolling over as a loss, but then this open profit, like I talked about, covered this, so it ended up being a break-even trade. So this trade here saved this buy here, so it was a break-even, but then I also took profit up here. So I made around 2 and a bit percent up here with my remaining profit covering this. So again, guys, that's how you want to trade. You want to trade with the mindset of protecting your capital while making money. All right, you don't want to just take loss after loss. You want to like put yourself in positions where if you are to take a loss, because they do happen, if you are to take a loss here and there, that your open profit, whether it's a hedge or a scale in, covers it. So that way it's no loss. You continue to profit, you've made money, and then your last position is just closed at a break even. So it's a smart way to trade, guys. You always want to trade with that in mind. All right, remember, your capital is what keeps you in the game. You only need a few trades every single week, okay, guys? Like, I'm talking like 3 or 4 trades a week, sometimes not even that. You know, you get 2 or 3 trades to do 1 to 4, 1 to 5. You could easily have, you know, a 15 to 20% month with 3 or 4 trades. So, you know, I believe in more capital, less trades, strict risk management. If you have a 400K account, if you're funded and you have a 400K account and you make 10% in a month, that's 40 grand. You have to make 20% a month, that's 80 grand. You make 40% in a month, which I've done many, many, many times, and you've just made what, 80 grand. So the money's easy, guys. It's the consistency and the psychology that you guys need to focus on. All right. If you guys find that you are taking a lot of losses and if things aren't making sense, get off your live account and go back to a demo and practice. There's no shame in that. Okay. Trading isn't gambling, guys. Trading can be done full time. All right. It should be consistent enough to where you can do it full time with ease. All right. Trading should be easy and simple and relaxing. There should be nothing fun about it other than when that money hits your bank account. So in the meantime, guys, keep your heads down, stay focused, study hard. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll be sure to update you guys as our setups line up in the public Discord.